Welcome to the River Road Unitarian Universalist Congregation. I am the Reverend Connie Simon, and I am your interim minister. If this is your first time here in person, we welcome you. We hope that you'll stop by our welcome table so that we can get to know you and get connected. If this is your first time back in a while, welcome back. We're glad to see you again. For those of you watching on YouTube, live or later, good morning. Please feel free to join in the live chat with our online host, or if you are watching this at a later date and have questions, please visit our website at RRUUC to learn how to connect with us. A programming note that today at 2 o'clock here in the sanctuary, we will have a memorial service for Mark Hansen, and next Sunday at 3 o'clock, also here in the sanctuary, we will have a memorial service for Judy Wentworth.
Good morning. My name is Adrian Graham, and I serve as your Director of Congregational Life. It's a pleasure to be here with you on Sunday mornings. I have a few activities that I would like to share with you in the coming weeks. First of all, an announcement. For more than 30 years at RRUUC's congregation, for more than 30 years, we have sent holiday presents to the children at Beacon House, an after-school tutoring and sports program in Northeast DC. Beacon House children range from 6 to 15 years old, and this year we have been given a wish list by them for 27 older children. It is posted in the foyer. Gift cards, the ideal present for teens, can be mailed to RRUUC or placed in the box in the foyer, and we thank you for your giving spirit. This week on Wednesday, we will have a Friendsgiving meal, which I mentioned a week or so ago. And for those of you who would like to join us, please do register. Registration is open until tomorrow afternoon. So please do sign up for that if you would like to join us Wednesday afternoon. Next Wednesday, the first Wednesday in December, I will be holding a conversation in the evening called What is UU to You? It's just an opportunity to talk and share what Unitarian Universalism means to each of us and to hear what other people's thoughts are and experience of our tradition. The following Wednesday, Reverend Connie will be hosting a class on the sources of Unitarian Universalism that Wednesday evening. And the following Wednesday, we will be hosting a Blue Vespers service for those of us for whom the holidays may be a challenge. And the following Wednesday, are you picking up on this? The following Wednesday is Christmas Eve, and we will be having a candlelight service that evening. So stay tuned and look in your e-weekly for all of these Wednesday events that are coming your way. And finally, today after worship in the fellowship hall, I will be at a table for a newcomers and inquirers chat. So for any of you who are new to the congregation, meaning in the last year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you just want to chat about this congregation and Unitarian Universalism with other folks who are newer, especially if you're very new, please join me there after the service for a lovely conversation. Thank you.
We begin our time together by lighting our chalice, the chosen symbol of our faith, with these words by Jamie Yandel. The chalice is lit, and in the flames, the memory of our trans and non-binary ancestors do a dance of freedom and liberation, reminding us that we are whole and holy. We are loved beyond all measure, and in our refusal to accept anything less, may we know we are rooted in the infinite divinity, not relegated to the outskirts of the web of all existence, but enshrined at its core, infleshed with stardust and fairy dust, an intentional creation of space where our many gods live.
Please rise in body or spirit as you're willing and able, and let's sing our opening hymn, number 1008, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place. November 20th is known as Transgender Day of Remembrance and Resilience. And last year, you will recall that we honored this day by lighting a candle for each of our trans siblings who lost their lives this year to violence, to discrimination, simply because someone else thought they shouldn't exist. And I say this every year. I have been doing this in every congregation I've served, but I say every year, please don't let me have to have more candles next year. This is the most candles I've ever had to put out. And that breaks my heart. So in a moment, we're going to see the names of every person. And I'm going to invite any of you who choose to do so, and there are many candles up here, to begin coming up this way. And I'll ask you, the first person, to light their candle from the chalice, and then begin lighting each of these candles as we say these names. Please line up if you'd like to participate. We can begin the slides. Cam Thompson, 18. Kaitoria Banks, age 31. Eli Stabline, age 49. Miss Major Griffin Gacy, age 78. Jay Flores, age 23. Lady Java, age 82. Apollo Moon, age 26. Roy Mora, age 15. Linda Becerra Moran, age 30. Luisa Rivera, age 68. Hope Laika Youngblood, age 49. Zara Weinberg, age 36. Gabrielle Cam Nguyen, age 21. Jack Scratton, age 34. Lily Dawn Harkins, age 22. Leah Joe, age 37. Megan Jordan Cridley, age 22. Onyx Cornish, age 18. Emma Slayback, age 24. Kamora Woods, age 27. Blair Sawyer, age 27. Christina Hayes, age 28. Carmen Wells, age 25. Tahiri Broom, age 29. Relasia Wright, age 25. Aziza Z. Barnes, age 31. Kelsey Elam, age 25. Rick Alistair Newman, age 29. Jill Heathers Bouvier, age 54. Raven Syed, age unknown. Bianca Castro Arabeo, age 44. Dennis Chucker, age unknown. Elisa Ray Shoup, age 61. Caitlin Renetta Benoit, age 15. Parker Savarisi, age 15. Sam Nordquist, age 24. Sydney Lee Phillips, age 22. Tiara Jackson, age 37. Erviana Johnson, age 25. Quanisha Chantel, age 26. Tessa June, age 21. JJ Godby, age 26. There are more names. Lara Schuler, age 47. Mika Shabazz, age 46. Aubrey Dameron, age 25. Artie Cassidy Beowulf Gibson, age 23. Charlotte Fosgate, age 17. Sonny Hopkins, age 39. Shiparius Dupree, age 32. Ajani Walden, age unknown. Kyla Jane Walker, age 39. Rosa Machucha, age 24. Liz Smith, age 21. Phoenix Cassetta, age unknown. Casey Rhea, age 31. Nora Horowitz, age 38. Michelle Kammerer, age 80. Dream Johnson, age 28. And Amiri Dior, age 23. These are some of the names of people who lost their lives this year. These are the names that we know. There are many, many more whose names we do not know. And so we light our large candle for them. I share with you this prayer by Micah Busey. For transgender, nonconforming, and non-binary folks, may you deeply know that even as Trans Awareness Week ends and Trans Day of Remembrance and Resilience passes, more and more of us are waking up. More and more of us are remembering with and honoring you. And as society both exoticizes and harms your bodies, as the mainstream media quickly move past your stories and past your struggles, may you also deeply know that a growing chorus of us are committing and recommitting to speaking up, to calling out, and fighting like heaven with you every week, every day, every moment, to make sure that you are not only our brilliant future, but also that you are seen, valued, celebrated, and protected now, here in our slowly but steadily queering present. Amen. Please join me now in a moment of silence, after which we will sing, "How Could Anyone?" Children, I invite you to carry this love with you as you go to your lessons. You are loved, you are seen, you are beautiful.
In support of this congregation and the community beyond, the morning offering will be gratefully received. We do so mindful of the fact that we draw water from wells we did not dig and pick fruit from trees we did not plant. This is as it should be, so long as we dig and plant for those who come after. If this is your first time visiting, please feel free to let the plate pass you by. Your presence is your gift to us. To learn more about why we give of our financial treasure, you can check out our website at rruuc.org. There you can find information on our vibrant programs and all the ways to connect to the mission and vision of this community. You can also give right there on the main page by clicking the blue Give Online button. You can also text to give. The text to give number is 73256. So text RRUUC and the amount you'd like to give to the number 73256, and you'll receive a link to complete your donation. Thank you for sharing your time, your talents, and your treasure.
Today, I have for you a message in two parts. This is part one, and you'll understand why it's in two parts in a minute. Part one, why we remember. This Sunday, we're gathering not just to remember, but to bear witness. Transgender Day of Remembrance and Resilience, observed each November 20th, began in 1999 to honor Rita Hester, a transgender woman murdered in Boston. What started as a vigil for one life has become a global memorial for the hundreds of transgender people killed each year simply for being who they are. We have to ask ourselves a question. Why do we need this day? Or why is this a thing now? This isn't just now, y'all. This has been happening for years and years and years, long before Rita Hester. But why we need this day is both simple and devastating, because transgender people, particularly transgender women of color, face violence at rates that should shake us to our core. The numbers tell a story of crisis. According to the Human Rights Campaign, in 2023, at least 33 known trans individuals were murdered in the United States. 2021 was the deadliest year on record. But as I mentioned earlier, those numbers represent only the reported deaths. Advocates believe the true toll is much higher, as many cases are misreported or victims are misgendered even in death, erasing their identity one final time. But these people, these candles, are not statistics. They are our siblings. They are our neighbors. They are our children. In February 2023, Tortuguita, a non-binary environmental activist, was killed by police in Georgia. In August of that same year, O'Shea Sibley, a gay man who often expressed himself through dance, was fatally stabbed at a Brooklyn gas station while dancing to music. Each name that we named today represents a life cut short, dreams unrealized, and families shattered. But violence against trans people extends far beyond these individual acts of brutality. It's woven into the fabric of our institutions, our laws, and our governments. Since 2021, we have witnessed an unprecedented legislative assault on trans rights, particularly targeting trans youth. Over 500 anti-trans bills have been introduced in state legislatures across the nation. These bills seek to ban gender-affirming health care for minors, prohibit trans students from using bathrooms that align with their identity, and ban them from participating in youth sports. These legislative efforts cause real harm. When Tennessee passed its ban on gender-affirming care for minors, families faced an impossible choice: uproot their lives and move to states where their children could receive necessary medical care, or watch them suffer. Research consistently shows that access to gender-affirming care reduces rates of depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideation among trans youth. To deny this care is to gamble with their lives. The bathroom bills that have proliferated across this country create another layer of danger. By forcing trans people to use facilities that don't match their gender identity, these laws put them at risk of harassment, assault, and arrest. They send a message that trans people don't belong in public spaces, that their very existence is somehow threatening or inappropriate. In Florida, the Don't Say Gay bill and subsequent legislation have created an environment where teachers fear acknowledging LGBTQ+ identities, where books featuring trans characters are banned from school libraries, where simply existing as a trans person in public can be criminalized. The state has even moved to restrict drag performances, conflating gender expression with obscenity in ways that endanger not just performers, but anyone whose gender presentation challenges traditional norms. The federal government, under various administrations, has also enacted policies that harm trans people. Military service bans have told qualified, willing, able-bodied Americans that their country does not want their service. Rollbacks of health care protections have allowed discrimination in medical settings, where trans people already face significant barriers to care. Changes to federal guidance on Title IX have left trans students vulnerable to discrimination in schools receiving federal funding. And anyone who's been watching the news or even remotely paying attention knows that it's only gotten worse since the last presidential election. This governmental harm creates what advocates call minority stress, the chronic anxiety and trauma that comes from navigating in a society that constantly questions your right to exist. This stress contributes to alarming rates of depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideation. The Trevor Project estimates that 45% of LGBTQ plus youth seriously considered attempting suicide in the past year. 45% of LGBTQ plus youth seriously considered attempting suicide in the past year, with those rates even higher among trans and non-binary youth. We must also recognize the economic violence against trans people. Discrimination in employment, housing, and healthcare creates cycles of poverty and instability. In 2022, there was a US transgender survey, and it found that trans people experience unemployment at twice the rate of the general population, and nearly 1 in 3 trans folks have experienced homelessness at some point in their lives. So if you question why we remember, this is why. Why we acknowledge, this is why. And this is why we must do more than remember, we must act. We must protect. We must advocate. We must use our voices, our votes, our resources to create a world where trans people can live openly, safely, and authentically. As Unitarian Universalists, we say we believe in the inherent worth and dignity of every person. We say we believe in justice, equity, and the transformation of society, all rooted and centered in love. This can't be just politically correct talk. Instead, it's a call to action. When our trans siblings face violence in the streets and in the State House, our faith demands that we stand with them. When legislation seeks to erase their identities, we must speak louder. When they are targeted, we must be their shelter. The Transgender Day of Remembrance and Resilience asks us to hold space for grief, Yes, it does. But it also asks us to transform that grief into fierce love, protective action, and unwavering solidarity. Our trans family members need more than our sympathy. They need our active, persistent, courageous advocacy. So today, we remember, and tomorrow, we protect.
Shelter in a friend. We can build a beginning, but I do not know the end. I am scared of breaking when I bend. We will carry each other on the way. My courage is your courage when the journey is only getting longer. My strength is your
we will carry each other on the way. The words from the song you just heard aren't merely beautiful poetry. They're a sacred commitment. They speak to the truth that none of us travels this journey alone, that my courage becomes your courage, that your strength becomes my strength. But carrying each other requires more than good intentions. It requires action. It requires us to create the kind of community where every person, including and especially our transgender, non-binary, and gender-expansive siblings, can find shelter, belonging, and wholeness. River Road became a welcoming congregation back in the 1990s. I think you were like maybe the 35th or 40th congregation to do so. You joined hundreds of other UU congregations in declaring then that lesbian, gay, and bisexual people weren't just tolerated in our faith, but truly welcomed. It was important work then, and it remains important work now. But here's what we've learned. The work of welcome is never done. When we made that commitment 30 years ago, our awareness centered primarily on gay, lesbian, and bisexual people. Our understanding of gender identity was limited. The language we used was incomplete. The challenges facing transgender, non-binary, bisexual, asexual, intersex, two-spirit, and gender non-conforming people were often invisible to us. Not because we didn't care, but because we hadn't yet learned how to see. The times have changed now. Our understanding has deepened, and now we must do more. That's why we will be participating in the 5 Practices of Welcome certification program. This is the Unitarian Universalist Association's renewal program, designed specifically for congregations like ours that so proudly got those welcoming congregation certificates and hung them up on the wall decades ago, yet who need to recognize and do recognize that we must update, expand, and deepen our commitment. The UUA launched this renewal program in 2018 because they discovered something troubling. Many welcoming congregations confess they hadn't updated or reviewed their LGBTQ+ programs and outreach since the time they got the certificate and hung it on the wall. As the UUA notes on the website, transgender Unitarian Universalists are still struggling to find community in UU congregations. Bisexual UUs suffer from invisibility, while asexual, intersex, and polyamorous communities are wrestling with a progressive faith that does not privilege their truth. The 5 Practices of Welcome calls us into a deeper commitment. It asks us to integrate welcome into every aspect of congregational life, not as a one-time program, not as something we get to check off the list and hang a cool certificate, but as an annual, ongoing, spiritual practice. So let me walk you through what the 5 practices are and what they'll mean for River Road. Practice 1. Becoming a welcoming congregation. You've done that. This is the foundational work. For congregations who haven't done this work, this is their first step. It establishes that welcoming people of all sexual orientations and gender identities, which are 2 different things, welcoming people of all sexual orientations and gender identities is a core value, not an optional add-on to, well, we welcome people of color and this and this and this. That's practice 1. Practice 2, welcoming worship services. This practice asks us to incorporate at least 2 worship services each year that specifically uplift themes of LGBTQ+ welcome and inclusion. Today's service, honoring Transgender Day of Remembrance and Resilience, fulfills this practice. We might also, and do, celebrate Pride in June, Coming Out Day in October, or hold services that honor marriage equality, or naming rituals for those who are embracing names and identities that are new, or sacred moments in the lives of LGBTQ+ people. This ensures that our welcome isn't abstract, it's visible, it's centered, and it's part of our worship life. Practice 3, welcoming days of observance. Beyond full worship services, this practice asks us to acknowledge at least 6 LGBTQ+ days of observance throughout the year. These might include Bisexual Awareness Week, Intersex Awareness Week, International Pronouns Day, World AIDS Day, International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia. We can honor these days through prayers, through chalice lightings, through prophetic voices, through music, or through visual art. These observances matter because they bring visibility and affirmation to communities that have experienced generations of invisibility and erasure. They remind everyone that all of you is sacred. All of who you are is welcome in this space. Practice 4, welcoming religious education. Each year, this practice asks us to participate in educational opportunities that inform, educate, and raise awareness about the issues and needs of LGBTQ+ communities. The UUA offers webinars on topics like combating anti-trans legislation, supporting trans lives, understanding consensual non-monogamy, and addressing HIV/AIDS in trans and non-binary communities. We could host film screenings, for example, and discussions of documentaries like Disclosure, which is about trans representation in media, or hold book discussion groups. Last year, the UUA's recommended common read was Authentic Selves, Celebrating Trans and Non-Binary People and Their Families, a collection of powerful stories and photographs that center joy and community and not just struggle. We could also engage with Imara Jones' powerful 2025 WHERE lecture, Love at the Center, Defending Trans Lives and Democracy. And we could use the congregational study guide that has been created for our discussion. This educational component is crucial. That's why we're offering the Transforming Hearts class for a 2nd year in a row. We can't welcome what we can't understand. We can't protect those people we don't even know about, especially those people that we're not willing to know about. Education transforms us from well-meaning, well-intentioned allies into informed advocates who can speak knowledgeably, act strategically, and love more fiercely and completely. Practice 5, a welcoming project. This practice asks us to put our resources where our values are. We're encouraged to donate finances or volunteer time to LGBTQ+ organizations, campaigns, or projects that uplift the dignity of these communities. This might mean supporting local organizations providing services to LGBTQ plus youth, contributing to legal defense funds that fight discriminatory legislation, or partnering with groups addressing homelessness. This practice recognizes that being welcoming within our walls isn't enough. We have to extend our welcome into the world through tangible support and solidarity. We have the resources to do this project. You may recall that I stood here last year talking about what my recommendation was to the board for the endowment draw. This project is funded through the endowment draw for church year, for congregational year 2025-26. So we get to decide what that project's going to be. Now, here's what makes this program different from our original welcoming congregations work. These aren't one-time activities that we complete and check off a list. I feel myself saying that a lot at River Road. The 5 Practices of Welcome is an annual renewal program. Every year, we recommit. Every year, we educate ourselves anew. Every year, we engage, observe, support, and center LGBTQ plus voices and concerns in our worship and community life. This keeps our information and our welcome current, informed, and responsive to changing needs. And I will appeal to pride, because I know sometimes for some folks, it's important to be able to say, we are River Road and we are welcoming. We have this certification. If that's part of what it takes for you to be engaged in this work, then do it. If you want to be able to bring in a new settled minister and say to them, yes, we are up to date on our certifications, we are aware of what is current, we are not resting on our laurels, we are doing the work even today, then I think we might want to embrace this seriously. And there are plenty of resources to help us. We don't have to create the wheel anew. The UUA provides worship materials, educational webinars, there's a list of books and films, and there are connections to other congregations doing this work. We won't be doing it alone. I have done this work in other congregations, done the 5 Practices of Welcome. It's a wonderfully expansive journey that many congregations are doing. And it's going to require time, volunteer time, staff time, commitment, energy, budget, and ongoing attention. But consider what we gain. We create a community where every person can bring their whole authentic self. We build the kind of beloved community that doesn't just tolerate differences, but celebrates it. That doesn't just accept LGBTQ plus people, but actively centers their experiences and wisdom. We become the shelter that the song speaks of, the place where people can find refuge from a hostile world. We will carry each other on the way. This isn't passive language. Carrying requires strength, commitment, and showing up even when it's difficult. The 5 Practices of Welcome gives us a roadmap for how to carry our trans, non-binary, and LGBTQ plus siblings, not with pity or charity, but with genuine solidarity, informed advocacy, and unconditional love. As we move forward with this program, I invite you to see it not as an obligation, but as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become more fully the welcoming community that we aspire to be. Because in this time of rising hatred and legislative violence against transgender people and all people, our welcome is not just nice to have. It is life-saving. It is resistance. It is love made manifest. So let us begin this work together, knowing that when we carry each other, we all arrive more whole. Amen, and blessed be. Amen. How's that? You feel like singing? Okay. How about we sit and sing hymn 1031, Loving Kindness? Feels appropriate for this moment.
Our Unitarian Universalist principles and values call us to live our values aloud, not alone, and encourages us to be open-minded, open-hearted, spiritual communities, helping people lead lives of justice, love, learning, and hope. Here are a couple of ways that you can live your values in the coming weeks. As you heard, you can register for the class responding to the anti-trans movement that will be on Zoom for the first two Wednesday evenings in December. These sessions are also great for any of you who took the Transforming Hearts class last spring. You can go to Realm or on our website or talk to Beth to sign up. And everyone age 11 and above is invited to an earth ceremony this evening from 5 to 7 p.m. in the fireside room. It will be led by Peter Brooks. Stop the world and get off for 2 peaceful hours of the values of Indigenous peoples to the planet Earth with gratitude for pluralism. Join Peter and others for a ceremony like none other one that provides space to experience personal peace in an embodied worship. And now, we close our time of worship by extinguishing our chalice and reciting aloud together these words by Elizabeth Sell Jones. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
As we prepare to leave this place, may we go with our hearts full of love, understanding, and greater awareness of those whose experiences differ from our own. May we commit to fierce advocacy, resilience, and love. Go in peace and be blessed.